Hello viewers and welcome to my very first top 10 video. I have decided to start up this series because, well, I wanted to actually do this for a long time, and I thought now may be the best time since I'm barely able to get a spy video out, so why not tie you all over with a new series. So with that out of the way, let's get on with the rules. First off, Sonic Generations will not be on this list, because I just felt like the game was more of just the levels taken from previous games and given a graphical touch-up, so for me it doesn't count. Second, these are based off of my experiences with the games, not anyone else's, so don't be surprised if your favorite Sonic game isn't on the list. Finally, I won't be going over too much detail of the games, but I will explain what I like best about them and why they got this spot on the list. So with that out of the way, let's begin the top 10 favorite Sonic games of all time. Number 10. Sonic Advance 3. Sonic Advance 3 is one of the earliest Sonic games I can remember playing, and I remember how angry my brother was when I first finished the game before he did. Anyway, the reason this game is on the list is because I like the partner system, with my favorite combination being Tails and Amy, which I demonstrated in the last couple of parts in my Sonic Advance 3 playthrough. But the reason this game is this low on the list is because I can't get to the special stages without a guide. You see, to get into the special stages, you have to find and collect all 10 Chow in that zone. 3 can be found in each act, while the last one can be found in the hub area. Once you've found all the Chow, you must now find a key that can now only be found in one of the stages, but they're usually easy to find, so they're not that much trouble. Once you have the key, you must now find the special spring somewhere in the hub area. That will take you to the special zone. If you lose the special stage, you have to go and collect the key again, unless you stocked up on them beforehand. Plus, I hate Zone 7 in this game. If you've watched my playthrough, I think you would know why. Number 9. Sonic Unleashed. Now most of you are probably thinking, oh, I know why this game is number 9. It's because of the Wayhog, isn't it? Well, you can just shut your little mouth, because I happen to like the Wayhog stages more than the Day stages, thank you very much. Or at least in the Xbox version anyway. Anyway, the reason why this game is only number 9 is because most of the time I don't find myself going back to this game because once you beat the game, there really isn't that much point to play the game anymore. Sure, there's Sun Moon medal hunting, but we all know how much people love that. And it's also get all the S ranks, but there are way too many levels to even attempt it, and not to mention it's so damn hard to get an S rank anyway, so thanks, but no thanks. Number 8. Sonic the Fighters. I actually only just started getting interested in this game earlier this year when I downloaded the Xbox Live Arcade version. Not too much was added to this game, but they did make Eggman, Metal Sonic and Honey the Cat official playable characters now, which also makes Honey an official character now too, I think. They also added a feature to play online via Xbox Live, which is also where you'll most likely be spending most of your time. My favorite character in this game is Amy, and if you fight me either when I'm using her or if you use her against me, you better be ready to get your ass kicked. My only real complaint about this game is that the combos are too hard to pull off. Heck, most of the time when I'm playing, I just mash random buttons, and only rarely I will try and do a combo. Number 7. Sonic Colors. Oh, Sonic Colors. What a boring ass game you've become. No, serious. It's even harder to get S ranks in this game. The red rings that were introduced in this game are most of the time a pain in the ass to collect. Even when you do get them, all you get is a nerfed Super Sonic. I don't have much to say about this game, except that this was the game that replaced my favorite voice actors in the series. So, screw you Sonic Colors, but I do like the story though. That's something, right? Number 6. Sonic Heroes. Believe it or not, Sonic Heroes was the first Sonic game I ever played. Well, if you include demos that is. Technically, this is the second 3D Sonic game I ever owned, the first being Sonic Adventure 2 Battle. I had always loved the team gameplay that they introduced in this game. I had always wished they would bring it back someday, but alas, they never did, probably never will. Probably one of my favorite things about this game is the soundtrack. It is an awesome soundtrack with great music playing from beginning to end. I also love that this game also brought back Sonic. Well, this was the only time he actually had a voice, or was even part of the main story unless you unless you count Sonic Rebels 2. Number 5. Tails Adventure. What's this? A Game Gear game on my top 10 list. Well, yeah, you have a problem with that? To be honest, I don't know why I like this game so much. It just feels like something is telling me to play it. Telling me to like it. You should play it. Give it a chance. Please, do it. Right now. Number 4. Sonic Riders. I had actually ignored this game for a long time, but once I had started to play the PC version, I actually got really into it, and I still intend to let's play it sometime, but I can't really do that at this current point in time. I just hope the next Sonic Riders game doesn't turn out like Sonic Free Riders. That control system was so awful. I haven't went back to that game since I beat it, but can you really blame me? Number 3. Sonic Adventure 2 Battle. You know, this game actually stood as my favorite Sonic game of all time, if not my favorite game of all time, but was later dethroned by the next 2 games on this list. But right now, let's talk about SA2 Battle. First off, this was the first Sonic game I ever most 3D Sonic game I ever owned, and beaten, and have spent countless hours replaying stages and trying to get all the A ranks, which I still haven't done to this very day. If there's anything I want them to bring back from this game, it would hands down be the Child Gardens. But back when my brother and I owned this on GameCube, well, I still do have the disc, but I don't have a working GameCube controller. But anyway, my brother and I would always spend so much time in the Child Gardens. It was practically all we did after the main game. I would love to see this return if it ever does. Number 2. Shadow the Hedgehog. That's right, one of the most hated Sonic games. It's my second favorite Sonic game of all time. My main reasons for loving this game is that it brought the Sonic X / 4Kids voice actors into the games, who are my favorite cast of all of them. The other reason is because of how many multiple pathways there are to complete the game. I'm a sucker for games that have multiple pathways, and this is no exception. I just wish some of the levels weren't so difficult or confusing to complete. The Doom, I'm looking at you. And finally, number 1. So, are all you ready for this? You sure you don't need to go outside and have some fresh air first? The answer could give you a heart attack or a minor aneurysm. Okay? If you're sure, Sonic 2006. You all still there? Are all of you still alive? You are? Good. Now you're probably wondering how this game could possibly beat the likes of Sonic Adventure 2. Because this game is so much fun to mess around with. I'm serious. Go look at my glitch videos to see what you can pull off by exploiting the game's messed up programming. Take this part for instance. I'm actually on top of one of the castle buildings in Silver's segments in Sonic's Kingdom Valley. but I'm not supposed to get up here. It's all because of the purple gem giving me infinite jumps. I was able to go over the invisible wall that led to the silver segment. I can just travel around this whole area, all because of the purple gem not being programmed correctly. Well, that is it for my top 10 favorite Sonic games. I hope you'll stick around because the next top 10 video will be my top 10 favorite RPGs of all time. So leave your thoughts in the comment section below, and I'll see you all next time.